Well, good morning. Here we are. Here it is, Thursday morning, and of course that means we're now on the downhill. excuse me, on the downhill slide. Toward the weekend. Today is June the 13th. We're already approaching the middle of June, but anyway. Hope that you had a great Wednesday. I hope that you had a really good hump day. We're able to get over the hump of this week, and now we can kind of start looking toward the weekend. But anyway, God has blessed us with the breath to breathe here on this Thursday morning, and I certainly hope and pray that you're feeling well this morning. I hope that you're well rested and ready to tackle the opportunities that God has so richly blessed us with on this Thursday morning. This morning, I'd like to share a devotional with you entitled "A Proper Balance." Augustine said this. He said, "Love God and do what you please." Now, that sounds like maybe a dangerous statement. But really, if we love God as we ought to, then we will want to do the things that please God. We'll be drawn to that. Now, interestingly, the Ten Commandments are, they're divided in two sections. The first four commandments, they have to do with our relationship with God, while the final six with our relationship with others. Now, if we really love, our Lord, the Lord our God, with all our hearts, souls, and minds, then we will not want to have another God before Him. We will not want to worship an idol, or take His name in vain. And if we love our neighbors, as we love ourselves, then we won't want to, steal from them, kill them, or covet something that belongs to them. The idea is that if, we can get this basic truth of loving God down, then everything else will find, the proper place. But what did Jesus mean when He said the following in Matthew chapter 22, verse 37? He said, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind." Well, it means that we're to love God with every part of our being. In the Hebrew mind, see, the heart spoke of the center or the core of one's being. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23, it warns us, it says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." The word soul, probably correlates, more closely to our modern use of the word heart. It refers to, the emotions. It's the word Jesus, He used when He cried out in the Garden of Gethsemane in Matthew 26:38, "My soul is crushed with grief to the point of death." And, loving God with your mind is the idea of moving ahead with energy and strength. Putting it all together. Genuine love for the Lord is an intelligent love. It's a feeling love, a willing love, and a serving love. Now, some people, they love God with all their minds, but there's no heart in it. They love to study. They love to be correct theologically, but there's no passion in their lives. Now, some people love God with all their hearts, with passion and emotion, but they haven't disciplined themselves to study God's word. Thus they're easily led astray. You see, we need our hearts and our souls and our minds, in play to love God as we ought to. And this is why, you remember, after Peter, he had denied the Lord, Jesus met with him by the Sea of Galilee, and he posed this question to him in John 21:15, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" I mean, Jesus, He could have asked, "Simon, son of John, do you have faith in me?" Or, "Simon, or are you theologically correct?" Or, "Simon, are you obedient to me?" But Jesus, he didn't ask Peter those questions. Listen, instead, he asked him, do you love me? And he asked this 3 times. And perhaps it was maybe to correspond to Peter's 3 denials of him. But whatever the reason, remember Jesus asked, do you love me? Because he knew that if Peter loved him, all the other areas of life would be taken care of. And that's what we're to do today in the day that we live in. We're to do the same thing. We're to love God with our whole being, everything about us. And as long as we do that, everything else will take care of itself. God will provide everything that we need so that we can battle every day, in this dark world that we live in, because it is a battle. It's a spiritual battle, and we need everything that God can give us when we surrender to Him. So anyway, hope that encourages you here on this Thursday morning. Now we're on the downhill slide toward the weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.